They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. Here's 2nd and 9. Now, faking the give. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offense... wants to operate in.
Here's their punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. At their own 19-yard line. Nick snap on 1st and 10. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge catch to cut into the deficit. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Once again, it's Walker. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way home. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Seahawks are back in this one. It's 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over possession of the football. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. We'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. He is in. And 9 Mitchell. Touchdown Seahawks. Point after, coming up here. It's up and through. And the Seahawks are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. team's ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Hubbard. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense is ready to see what they can do. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Looking out of the gun, it's Mix. That one knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are under.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll check this one down to Charbonnet. It'll be a pickup of 10. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. You want to see this quarterback to try somebody else in coverage here, Mike. This guy's known for being a savvy playmaker once the ball's in the air, and he showed why by swatting that ball away, and he's going to pick up a PBU on the stat sheet.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. He's had a lot of success throwing the ball early. Look at the numbers. Already up over 200 passing yards. First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing. Mix. Thrust. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Get that one to Charbonnet. Complete. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7. They converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Nix gonna throw for it. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. A first down throw for Nix. It's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced third down.
Can the defense do it again? From the 1. Third down now. And goal.
Delay of game. Offense.
Throwing is Nix. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Penny Moore.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down. Throwing now from the gun. He'll get this complete to Walker. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now Seattle's going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. The run up the middle, it's Walker.
Number 9,
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now they'll pitch it out here. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Gotta get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. This is fielded inside the 35. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds. 0-0 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 picks up. To return is Hubbard. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense. Still 2nd down.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route.
Mike, anytime you're facing man coverage, there's 3 components. 1, the release. You got to get off the line and get into your route. Number 2, creating separation at the top of the break. And then number 3, no matter where the ball is thrown, just go attack it. This is exactly how it's supposed to be done.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
2nd down. Nix. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Oh, wide open. It is Williams for the grab. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Sensational stats in this one, and now that pass gets him over 300 yards on the evening. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Nix. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. That catch ball is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
looks to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Throw it here on first down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Julian Love, the former Notre Dame star, with the good coverage, and he's able to knock that one away. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Next, from the gun, on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Vikings will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. He'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down. They'll throw out of the gun. Got it with Smith in Jigba. But this time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the pistol, here's Walker. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, faking the give. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team.
It's 4th down.
The visitors' offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And this has been a dreadful offensive performance. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5. It sets up 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Throwing is Nix. He'll go right and find his running back. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. Drop play, and here comes Charbonnet. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. So, 3 quarters now in the books.
23.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Nick's going to look to throw. This one complete right side. 18 yards on the connection. 1st down, Minnesota.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, Their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw is Nix. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on time.
Game offense.
Here's Nix to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. Throwing. Nix. Pressure gets there. And down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And they'll mark him down just
here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And that is incomplete. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang hung on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
That's right side and brought in by Williams. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, you might be running out of time.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll look to throw again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the fourth quarter, but with the day they've had, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw him the ball. And for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down. Slot receiver, headed right. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Pushed back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. Back to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Minnesota. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense back onto the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often like that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Third and 5. He'll drop to throw. That one on target for Williams. He's got it.
Another really nice throw right there. And as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Vikings. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Going to return this from the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Firing right side, brought in by Brown.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got it with Smith and Jigba. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, Seattle.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick-6.
On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.